All right, so there was some, well, it's big, yes, but there was some breaking news this morning by the Ring Magazine. Now, we all know Ring Magazine, they are, part of the Saudis now. The Saudis own them. Turkey, in particular, well, I don't think he directly owns them, but you know what I mean? He's kind of heading that project now. And they were reporting only a few days ago, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, might have been Monday actually, Monday evening, that Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford was basically a slam dunk done deal for the month of September. Now, it's only February and it's only literally the exact start of February, so a lot can transpire and take place. It's more than 6 months between now and September, so yeah, a lot can transpire, a lot can take place. But within, 3 days, it's apparently off. What happened? How do we go from, and it's not like the Fury Joshua situation of a couple of years ago, but one that was never signed for. But we've seen Eddie Hearn say this, we've seen Tyson Fury say this, and then I think literally within a day, it was gone. It was done. With this one, there's nothing that could, in theory, stop it. Really, when you think about it, neither guy has a rematch clause to anybody. Unless that Errol Spence one is valid 2 years later, which I seriously doubt. No one's got any, and again, that would be a whatever weight. No one's got any rematch obligations. No one has any fights, apparently or reportedly, that they've signed for. Crawford is pretty much a once a year type of guy anyway, and he said that this is the fight he's holding out for. So what happened? I didn't touch on it in a video. I just didn't really feel the need to, but there was reports of Canelo Alvarez potentially fighting Jake Paul in the month of May. Now, you got to figure, Canelo is May, September. Unless something really bizarre happens, they're his months, they're his fighting times. May, Cinco de Mayo weekend. September, Mexican Independence weekend. So it's always been the case. Similar to Floyd Mayweather. He always had his fights. You knew May, September, and it was a slam dunk, that was it. Now, with Alvarez apparently signing for this Crawford fight, it does make you wonder, well, what happens then? Does he fight in May? If he does fight in May, who does he fight? Does Crawford get a run out? Maybe he'll want to knock off a bit of the ring rust, because if he fights Canelo in, mid-September, it'd be over a year. It'd be about 15 or so months. So maybe he'll want to get rid of some of the ring rust. Maybe he won't feel it's fair that Canelo is fighting whoever, and he's not. But I do wonder, part of me just wonders, is it to do with the fact that it's not even just Canelo's having a run out, but the fact it's Jake Paul, and maybe Crawford is looking and thinking, well, hang on a minute. One, there's no risk in that fight. No risk. Actually, none. No risk whatsoever. So maybe Crawford is not looking at that thinking, well, I don't want to risk you losing. He's not going to lose. He's just not going to lose. But Canelo versus Paul, whether you like it or not, and personally I don't like the fight at all. I really don't. I really don't like it. If he did fight Jake Paul, it would be a cash bonanza. It would be a gold mine of money for both guys. And maybe Terence Crawford, again, I'm only speculating here, I have no inside knowledge, I don't know. But maybe Terence Crawford is looking at that thinking, well, hang on a minute. I want this Canelo fight. I want the glory of beating Canelo. I want the, acclaim that comes with it. I also want the payday. The prize fight at the end of the day, it's in the name. But how dare you go and make a King's Ransom and then fight me and make another King's Ransom? Because if Canelo was to fight Crawford and Jake Paul, God forbid that one, in the calendar year, he is going to make an absolute, honestly, he would make a King's Ransom of money. And maybe Crawford is looking, again, speculation on my behalf, I don't know. But it is a strange one that this fight was seemingly a done deal. It was just a formality of waiting for the announcement. After we get the kind of word that it's seemingly a done deal, we hear about Canelo versus Jake Paul. And then you're kind of like, oh, horrible fight, but it's a run out, I guess, if nothing else. It's a bit of a gimmick fight for, I was going to say Jake Paul, for Canelo. And a bit of a payday, that's all it is. And then Thursday morning we hear that, oh, it's apparently off. You're like, well, that escalated quickly, didn't it? So what is actually going on with Canelo and Terence Crawford? At the end of the day, right, we do have to remember that we are in the month of February. It's February 6th. The date they're talking about is in September. As I said at the start of this video, that's more than 6 months. Fights get announced and made in a lot less, half the time. You know? So, you know, Joshua versus Dubois, was it late June for late September? So, what, 3 months? You know, that's normally in and around the time. So, I wouldn't necessarily look at this if you were someone who's really amped about Crawford. I wouldn't look at this and say, oh, the fight is dead. You got enough time till September, plenty of time. But it's a strange one. That I will say. It's quite strange. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm filming with Ade tonight. We're filming our show tonight. So that will be a big point of contention, a big topic. So stay tuned for that. That should be out tomorrow. People, for now, I hope you enjoyed the video. Smash the like button if you could. Hit subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. And until next time, people, I will leave it there. Peace.